Good morning, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe, Life with Joseph, and I know it's like I dropped off the face of the earth. My Hanai Nathan reached out in a comment and asked me, "Dude, are you okay?" And it's been a month, and so thank you, my brother. I appreciate you looking out for me. And this is the impetus I needed to get out here and take care of some of this. I'm panning here. I am at Sandy Beach County Park at the campground. Sandy Beach is just south of Incorporated Rio Vista in Solano County, California. I got here Sunday. I'm leaving tomorrow. I picked up Jolene on June the 9th, and I'm going to make a separate video about Jolene, the second Jolene, and why I bought it, and then it's a features and its drawbacks. But I'm going to talk about the drive here. My ultimate goal here was to visit my mother, which I did. My mother's in her early 80s, and well, it was a good time to come and see her. My cousin is down from Elko County, and my brother Randy drove up. He lives in San Benito County, so we had a really pleasant visit, and I'm really glad that I did this. So that was the ultimate of all of this. But, of course, there's more, because there's always more. I wanted to take Jolene on, you take it out for its main voyage, the Shakedown cruise. There's a soft opening, and you see what's what. So, I went to Kingman for a few days, and I know you're all tired hearing about how sick I am and all that nonsense, but it was exponentially worse, and the GI issues have been incredibly distressing. So I've been taking my time. I spent a couple of days in Kingman. The bed broke, and I'll talk about that on the actual Jolene vlog. I spent a couple of days in Kingman, 4 or 5 days. I had to get a couple of things out of the trailer, and I'm overwhelmed with that trailer. So Charlie is going to come and meet me the week after the 4th, I think, probably the week after next, and he's going to take it. And I need his help to get it cleaned out and all this stuff taken out and either saved or dumped, because I don't have nearly the space in Jolene that I have in anything else I've owned. But I'll talk about that. So after Kingman, I went to Barstow, and it was 106 degrees, and I was going to stay 2 nights. I talked about the 222 plan, 200 miles off the road by 2 and a 2-day stay, and it was 106 degrees. And so I looked at, I found an RV Parky is an app that I use, and I don't know why this never hit me. I've looked into Hatchabee before, but there is an RV park, Mountain Shadows, I think it's called. And I went ahead and made reservations at for a day or two. And it was 20 degrees cooler in Tehachapi than it was in Barstow. So I'm going to go back there on my way back and stay for 3 or 4 days, and I'll film that when I'm there. I then stayed in Bakersfield at Orange Grove for 2 nights, and I went to Kit Fox in Patterson. I then spent about 5 days at the Fair Park, which is at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton, Alameda County, California. And I didn't realize it was Fair Week, and the fair lasts for 3 weeks in Pleasanton at the fairground. So I had to pay $87 a night, because the old part of the park was all taken by vendors. So it only left about maybe 20 or 25 spots, and they were full. I had to leave on the day that I left because I couldn't stay any longer. So I then drove from the fair park to here at Sandy Beach. I got here Sunday. I'm leaving tomorrow, which is Thursday. I rested. I rested Sunday. It was a really, really hard day. Monday was I felt a little bit better. I was going to get out and about Tuesday. Hold on. Instead of getting out and about on Tuesday, I really picked up the coach. I got all the garbage off the floor. I got trash dumped. I got the floor wiped. I got all my dirty clothes put together. I think I solved some of the bed issues, which I'll talk about in the Jolene vlog. And then today, I had made dude an 11 o'clock in the morning vet appointment, and it was just a shots. And the vet seems to think that he's 3 or 4 based on the condition of his teeth. And I went into the gray hair, Chico had it, and all that. And he said he understands what I'm saying, but some poodles get the gray fairly early in their lives, like humans, I guess. I know a couple of people that went gray in their teens and 20s. So if he's 3 or 4, by God, I get 8 or 9 more years with him. Freya, show dude favor on the hunt now and in the afterlife. Oh, hell, I forgot. Freya, show my Hanai Nathan Revan 3 favor on the hunt now and in the afterlife. I went to the dispensary on Sunday and I got some sugar. Now, there's no smoking out here. Cigarettes, 420, nothing. So I don't even smoke flower out here. I just vape and I use the gummies. So it hits me different. And right now the vapes, the sugar seems to be managing my nausea better than not having it. So that's really helping some of this nonsense, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I did have to put dude in the sin bin last night. He rarely barks, but he gets this burr up his butt, like, oh my God, I gotta jump up and screech bark. Like, oh my God, there's a catastrophe, and he just wouldn't stop, and there's nothing out there. Come on, dude. He does this at the hideout too. So finally I put him in the bathroom and shut the door. I got one little whimper. I left him in there for a couple of minutes, and I let him out. I got him on the bed. I let him out and get some water and all that. I'm not an asshole all the time. I got on the bed and I just had a little calm chat with him. Like, dude, you got to mind yourself. So he's been good all day. I think the shots may have made him sleepy. Him and I took a big nap. So he's a good boy and I'm glad that I have him. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Flag City for 2 days. I belong to Passport America, and it's a half-price camping club. That's one of the reasons that I stay at Kit Fox, and they'll take it for a week. Flag City only takes it for 2 days. So they charge almost $100, so it's like $45 or $50, and that's acceptable. I'm going to probably do some laundry. So and the Walmart's not far. They're in Lodi, and it's nice. So that's my next stop. After that, I'm going to spend the night in Visalia at the KOA, and they still charge way too much, but there's not a whole lot of choices along 99. And so, okay, and I've stayed there before. After that, I'm going to spend 3 or 4 nights back at Mountain Shadows in Tehachapi. And I will film there because it was really nice. Again, it was a very, very long and arduous time here. So, and then after that, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to see what the weather is because I want, if it's, I'm going to go to Barstow, but if it's 106 degrees, I'm going to stay at the Motel 6 in Lenwood, which is not that much more, if it is more expensive than the KOA, and they have truck parking, so I could park Jolene, lock it up, and I have air conditioning. So I'm going to wait on that. I also thought about, well, if the weather's going to be in the 90s or 100, I may go out to the campground at, hold on here. There's a RV park, pretty basic at in Newberry Springs, and that's east of Barstow. I was out there on the May deal, and that would have me closer to either Kingman, to Golden Valley, where and there's another Passport America RV park, or just going straight to Bullhead City, boarding dude, then renting a motel room. Charlie's going to come up. That'll also give me a little time to deal with some of this stuff to make it easier on him. I had to ask him for help. There ain't no way around this. I'm really overwhelmed with a lot of things right now. So we're gonna get the trailer addressed, ready to travel. He's gonna drive me to Sissy's Paradise, where the locomotive is. I'll probably stay 2 nights in Surprise, where I usually stay at the Comfort. And then I'm going to come home, and I will have parked Jolene at the spot that I'm renting. I will be home, and Dude and I will be home, and I'm going to see what the hell's going on with myself. So I don't know how much more I'm going to travel. I do want to go up to Shasta County to see my Hanai, who had a baby earlier this year. I would like to see my cousin Judy and her children, and she lives in Elko County. Wouldn't mind exactly swinging by and seeing my mom again. So I don't know what my plans are after I get back to the hideout. But that's pretty much what the synopsis is now. So this is, as always, your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. No, I'm not dead. No, the channel isn't dead. Here you go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, Nathan. Thank you for giving a shit and being my Hanai. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. Eye on the prize, head in the game. May Freya show you favor on the hunt. And we'll see you for the next one.